This is my 3D model of a neuron. The neuron has many different parts, as you can see. First, we have the dendrites. The dendrites, in order for the neurons to become more active, they must first receive stimuli. Dendrites are the structures of the neuron that receive electrical messages. These signals will accumulate in the cell body, or the soma, as you will see, of the neuron after being received by the dendrites. Next, we have the nucleus. The nucleus is found in the center of the soma. The nucleus regulates all cell function. This organelle is one of many that serves a vital purpose to the functioning of a neuron. Next, we have the soma. The soma is located around the nucleus, but before you get to the dendrites. The soma, or the cell body, is where the signals from dendrites are joined and passed on. So basically, these two structures serve to maintain the cell and keep the neuron functional. Next, we have the myelin sheath, which allows electrical impulses to transmit quickly and efficiently along the nerve cells. We have the axon, which travels through the myelin sheath. An axon is a long, slender projection of a nerve cell, or a neuron, that conducts electrical impulses away from the neuron cell body, or is labeled the soma. Axons are the primary transmission lines of the nervous system, and as bundles, they help make up nerves. Finally, over here, we have the axon terminal. However, the axon terminals are actually located up here at the very top of the axons at the very end. However, my Play-Doh was too thin, so I could not stick my label there, but they are actually up here. The axon terminal buttons are the small knobs at the end of an axon that release chemicals called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemicals that enable neurotransmission. The purpose of neurotransmitters is to transmit signals across a chemical synapse, such as a neuromuscular junction from one neuron to another neuron, or a muscle cell, or even a gland cell. Had I drawn a 3D model of two neurons, you would have noticed that there was a small gap between where the neurons do not touch, and that is known as a synapse. And the purpose of that is to send a signal from one neuron to the other. The purpose of an actual neuron is to receive incoming information, and based on the information that is received, send a signal to other neurons. Electrochemical processes are extremely important because they allow our brain to be able to follow through with all of its functions.